Ryan's got our full look at the forecast, and some people seeing some freezing drizzle right now.
Yes, and I think that will continue all night long, Amanda. The temperature today just didn't go up at all.
Yeah.
And it will eventually tomorrow morning, but until we get there, we'll have these icy spots out there. So could mean some delays in some spots tomorrow morning, but that won't be the story of the whole day. Just be aware that through about 7 or 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, there may be some icy spots, especially inland. Then we'll warm up and just have plain rain through the late morning and afternoon. And it won't really be too windy until about this time tomorrow evening. That's when the winds pick up on the coastline, and tomorrow evening and tomorrow night we'll have potential power outages and flooding when you combine the rain with the melting snow. Before we get there though, I don't want to miss the fact that we do have patches of freezing drizzle out there now. You may have to reapply treatment in some spots as temperatures are well below freezing. We have this batch coming in from central New Hampshire, which will be moving into the Sebago Lake region, parts of the Oxford Hills, and we do have some coming through central Maine right now. Even though the radar shows snow, my suspicion is it's probably a little freezing rain that's falling out there right now. So the cold air is entrenched in place right now, but what will happen during the day tomorrow is this warm front comes through and temperatures will be rising as the wind kicks up out of the south. And with this storm going to our west, it puts us on the warm side of it, meaning we get the rain and the wind, especially tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. So hour by hour through tonight, there will be these patches of freezing rain out there. Again, some additional road treatments may be necessary. And I think inland tomorrow morning, there will be some icy spots for especially the early part of the commute. So some delays may be needed in spots. But then the wind kicks up out of the south. Temperatures will rise. We're all above freezing late morning and midday. We'll have waves of rain coming through during the day tomorrow. But the real brunt of this storm, when we get the heaviest rain and the strongest wind, will be with this squall line that passes through from west to east tomorrow evening. So first coming into western and southern Maine, then moving into central and eastern Maine later tomorrow night. And this is going to bring the strongest wind gusts with it as well. It's quick moving though. By sunrise on Thursday, it's out of here and the temperatures will be dropping on the backside of the system. So for a few hours tomorrow night, the timing being about 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. in western and southern Maine, and then about 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. in eastern Maine. That's our period of time where we've really got to be on guard for wind that can cause damage, toppling trees and power lines. Likely strongest on the mid-coast, Penobscot Bay and down east, where we'll have gusts in the 60 to 70 mile per hour range at their strongest. 50 to 60 miles per hour on the south coast, Casco Bay up into central Maine and northern Maine. Western Maine, where the wind comes in off the land, coming out of the south as opposed to off the ocean, not going to be as strong there. So there actually are not any wind advisories up in the mountains, but there are as you get into central and southern Maine, and then a high wind warning for most of the mid-coast, Bangor, and eastern Maine. This is where widespread power outages are likely, and even in the wind advisory area, we'll likely have many outages too. Heard from a lot of you concerned about flooding. A flood watch is in effect, but the difference between this storm and last December's storm is that we won't lose all of the snowpack in the mountains because it doesn't warm up for a long enough period of time. So we'll likely have some issues with rivers and streams coming up out of their banks tomorrow night, but we're hopeful that it won't be catastrophic in levels. On the water, goes without saying, storm warning up, and the winds will be picking up tomorrow and tomorrow night. So this is out of here by Thursday morning. It's still breezy on Thursday, but it will be quieter for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. There's a system to our west on Sunday, but for now we've taken any chance for snow showers out of the forecast, and maybe the next chance would be Tuesday. So we'll get a break, Amanda, after a pretty active few days.
Yeah, just going to get through the next few days.
Yeah.
All right, Ryan, thank you.
You're welcome.